never tell you that your belt doesn't mean anything. It may mean the world to you, and very little to the rest of the world. That's why it's important that we sit and talk for a moment. If you will, please, come sit. Please. Thank you. There are a great number of ideas about what belt may mean, especially those of a black belt. Everyone has their own slightly different version of what that looks like for them. We should go sit by the fires of those who've taken a different trail than us, so that we may listen to understand and not to be right, and especially those in the opposite camp, solely to understand. It's just a simple metaphor for continuously questioning. We're all going up a different mountain, but it's not just in style, it's our mountain of our own trail, our own mountain of perception and ability, and understanding that these things that we do, there's a lot of us that believe it is about our personal development, who we are, and trying to become the best version of ourselves, and not about how many names I can take while kicking many rear ends. On May 21st, 1944, in New York City, a man by the name of Learned Hand, Judge Learned Hand, gave a speech entitled "The Spirit of Liberty." It was a phenomenal speech, but not what I want to mention in its contents. There are several people throughout the time 1944 and today, 2025, that are attributed to a saying that is said to be derived from the spirit of liberty. The saying is, there should only be one judgment of any person, and that is how they treat those who can do nothing for them. If you look that up, you will find many names attached to it, said in slightly different ways over the decades, but the sentiment always the same. How you treat those who can do nothing for you says more about you than anything else. How we treat those who are on the corner looking for change, and the difference therein in how we would treat the CEO, our boss, or anyone who could aid in our benefit will speak more volumes about our character than anything else. There are a great number of us that believe martial arts and wearing a black belt is about the personal development of who we are. There are many aspects of training, but it is in our behavior and our self-development and what we may give back to the world, and what we may give the next generation, and how we can help fellow men and women, everyone we would ever come across, because those things will mean far more than any material you could ever give anyone. It's about self-discipline, respect, integrity, and our devotion. Also in ourselves, self-love. That self-love that speaks to personal development. I become a better person myself. I can give more to everyone else. There are a great number of ideas out there about what martial art is and what martial arts is not. There are many of us who believe that when you've gotten to your journey, when you've gotten to a point where you have achieved what you thought you came for, was simply the beginning of the understanding. The white belt representing the beginning of the journey, and the black belt representing the beginning of understanding. There's a great number of us that believe using martial arts not to just defend ourselves, but to heal. To heal from wounds we have accrued over time. Because it is what we hold here and here that will give us the best version of ourselves to give to the world. A belt color of any kind. My hope for you is that you will come to the understanding of what all of this means prior to getting a black belt, but most importantly, come to the understanding that martial arts is about our behavior and how we treat those who can do nothing for us. So, be good to one another and be good to yourself.